Hello, welcome to Fabulous Friday, where you never know what you might get. I'm Cindy, welcome to my channel, and I need to start a new journal. I am having a good time collecting all of these things about cats, and I have so many of them, I had to get a keeper to put them in because, oh my glory, look at all this stuff. I have been collecting this for about 2 years. So let's go through and see what I have and see what we can put together, and maybe we can actually organize and start a cat journal. So to start with, I have a couple of little cards, and I know I have a couple more. They have these cute little cats on them. I don't know if you can see the little cat down here in the corner, if I hold that up. These are from a Mintay collection, and I've been saving those. So where do I want to put those? I think I want to put those in here. I also have this cute card of, it looks like a mama with 2 babies. These, oh, there's another Mintay. So I'm going to put that over here. That's a cute kids version of a cat. But you notice all of these. There's another couple of Mintays. There's one that needs to be fussy cut. So I'm going to set that over here so I can remember to cut it. So these, my mom made these. I think, I don't know that she hand cut them. She may have hand cut the first couple, and then she had a die cut machine at the school where she worked, and she just did all of these to use as scratch paper. But look at them all. Look at all the different colors. You can bet at least some of those are going to go into this journal. This was a card I made years ago, and it's just a journal card. So the journal cards I'm going to put into this container so that I know to do them there. These are the coolest little cat. They're so I found this kit. Oh no, I know what it was. It came in my Michaels box, my surprise Michaels box. I bought one of those $10 boxes at the end of Christmas last year, and it had all sorts of stuff in it, and it's a mystery box. You don't know what's in it. Well, one of the things that was in it were these cute little cat charms that had to be made. And you pour the resin in, and you put the little hearts in and whatnot. And I don't do resin. This is not something that I deal with. So I gave them to my daughter, and I said, here, I gave the whole kit, and I said, have a good time, play with it, see what you come up with. And so she was able to do a couple of things that obviously this one still needs a little bit of work. But I thought those will make nice little charms to hang down along the side of the journal. Okay, so we'll just set those up there. This is a cool napkin that needs to be, somebody gave me this in Happy Mail. And you can bet, okay, so there's 2 different, there's the 2 of them together, the 2 of them apart, the 2 of them flirting. Okay, yeah, it tells a story. I'm going to set that aside because I want to put that on paper. I have a meow and a kitten stamp, which we will definitely use. Okay, now these. This was one of those, Current magazine was doing a buy one, get one. So they're exactly alike. These are the same as these. And they are absolutely adorable cats. So you know a couple of them are going to find their way into this. There's another one. Hang on, these are stuck. They're all magnets. And what you do, they're basically bookmarks. You flip them open, and then let me grab a couple pages here. I don't have any pages with me. Here, let me grab a couple of these. And then it just snap. Of course, it helps if you can actually use it. There, it just snaps over it and then keeps them together. It's just a little magnet. And I think it's adorable. So I will be definitely, now are they all the same? I guess there's 4 images. Those 4 images, and then they repeat. So I have a lot of these. Those are the 4 images. Okay, so we have these to play with. Those will go in at some point. I have more Mintay cards. I saved these because they had cats on them or because they were just pretty. But I have more Mintay cards. I have some cute little You're the Cat's Meow. I have 2 of those, and I have one of these and one of these. What is a dog doing in here? I'm sorry. You do not belong. Sorry, there's somebody outside. Oh, it's the school bus is trying to get somebody to move. So they're beeping their horn. So I have those to play with. I figured cats are cats. There's a tiny, tiny little cutout cat that I cut out of a magazine. It's very small, but very cute. Look at that one. I am a cat person. I know there are cat people and dog people. I am not a dog person. I've grown up afraid of dogs. I have been afraid of dogs my whole life. Terrified might be a better word. But I love cats. And these are big cats. So these are nice stickers. I'm going to put the stickers over there. This was out of a magazine. I'll find a place to use that. We'll get into that in a minute. More stickers. Aren't they cute? Little cute stickers. This is a magnet greeting card. That's a magnet on top and then a sleeping kitty. Everything starts as somebody's daydream. So that would be really nice to just kind of slip into, I don't know if it has it doesn't seem to, or it does have an envelope with it. Okay, so we can use the envelope and then slip the card inside. That'll be fun to use. Okay, this is from a digital from, I'll remember in a minute, Paulette Slater. Paulette Slater, I did these. Be the cat. Be independent. Be mysterious. Be clever. Radiate self-confidence. Nap often. And always land on your feet. So there's a couple of images to use. I'll put those there. I have a little cute little tag that I picked up. I told you, I have been, it says greeting. I don't know where half of these came from. Nestle's Milk, richest in cream. But these were all like digitals that I found. Why does that say Happy New Year and is a bird? Okay. Obviously, sometimes some other things get put in here as well. This is a pad of kittens. It was my mom's. She collected cats. She has all sorts of cat figurines that went to my daughter. So my daughter has all the cats. And, oh my glory, the papers. And I don't know why this is in here because that is animals, but there's no cats. Well, there's a tiger, but no cats on it. Like I said, that's just cute. Okay, these are just some cute things that don't have anything to do with cats. So I'm going to take all these things that don't have anything to do with cats and put the lid back on it. And that's now done. We're not going to use this anymore right now. We'll deal with that later. Okay, this envelope. Now this envelope, again, this one came from my mom. And she, like I said, she collected cats. So I've been adding to it. There's a few things here that I have added, a couple fussy cuts. But here, all of these stickers, these were all hers. So what's Mew? Hair-raising Muse. You're right up my alley. A litter for you. Beware, cat out of bag. What's up? Beastly news. Hair mail. How amusing. Just a little note, Caddy remarks. All of these were stickers that my mom collected over the years and used. She would send a card and there would always be a cat on the card. I love that. That's really pretty. I want to make sure I definitely use that. And I will use these. Oh, look at these guys. These are cute. Of course, you can't forget Garfield. Gotta have Garfield. Look at all these cats and these cat stickers. So those are, I'm going to leave those right in the envelope so that I don't lose the pieces. I added this one because I found it in one of my things. So there we go. So now we have lots of cat stickers to play with. All right, what is in this bag? I'll get to that in a minute. Because, like I said, I have been collecting and collecting and collecting. So this is the Mintay, the rest of the Mintay piece. And you can see that there are cats on a number of these. So I kept that because I thought that would be good for my cat pages. So this is good for pages. More cat stickers. These came from Current. And it's just printed in the USA, but it doesn't have a date on them. But they're, now what the heck? You know, I actually was looking for those leaves because I knew they existed. I had no idea where they were. They got mixed in with the cats. You never know. You know, you go through things. So these are both the same. And so now we have more cat stickers over here. Before I get to the Stamperia, this is out of one of the coloring books that I do. And it was a cat. And I thought, I don't know how I'm going to use that in here yet. How I'm going to put that in as a page. But I absolutely love it. Okay, remember these? These are the stickers that go with them. And it was buy one, get one. You bought one, you got another one. So I have a lot of these stickers. We'll figure out how to use those. So this is cats. These are cats of all sorts, I guess. And then there's some puppies in there. They're cats and dogs. These again are from Current. And those are cute. Oh my glory, these are going to be fun to play with. So we have cuteness overload. All right, as far as papers go. So I bought the Stamperia Orchids and Cats. And this is the, I think these are 8x8. Yeah, these are 8x8 sheets. And look at that cat. Isn't she adorable? And then you have all these cutouts that you can do from the cover. These are all double-sided pages. If you haven't seen this particular set yet, oh, it is, I really like the little kitties. I am also, like I said, a cat person. How many cats have I had in my life? I don't know. Tommy was the first. We had him when I was a kid. But then we moved houses. He moved with us, but he loved to chase the squirrels up a tree. And at one point he came down and he missed and he fell out of the tree. And that was the end of Tommy. So that was my first cat. And then there was Sydney. When my parents, before I got married, just before I got married, a couple months, Dad was adamant about not having any more cats in the house. He was done with having cats, and his parents had been allergic, so it was really kind of hard to have cats. I love how they curl up into a little circle. And so at one point, he was going on a business trip. He didn't do business trips very often, but he was going on a business trip. And the day before he was to leave, a mouse ran in front of the television. And he said, get a cat in here now and get that mouse out of here by the time I get back. So we said, okay, fine, you watch us. So we went to Lollipop Farm, which is in Rochester, just outside of Rochester. And it's a shelter. So we went and we got a shelter cat. He named him Nicodemus. No, that was the second cat. Barnaby. We named him Barnaby. Barnaby Theodosius. We call him Barn. And he came back to the house. My dad came back from his business trip. He's sitting in his chair again. Mouse runs by cat is sitting next to him. Mouse runs by the TV. And Dad looks at the cat and says, go get the, what? What are you doing? And the cat kind of looks at him with that, what? You wanted me to get that? He was not a mouser. Dad had to get the mouse all by himself. I like the clock. I am going to do another time journal since I sold my time journal, so I might save that page for although look at the kitten on the back. Oh, these are adorable. That was Barnaby. Then my husband and I got married, and we always had this thought that we would at some point get a couple of kittens. We weren't married even 2 months. And the apartment we were in, we had a half a house. And I haven't looked at these yet, so I'm very excited to look at these. We had a half a house in Canandaigua, New York, and the people downstairs moved out, and when they moved out, they left their cat behind, a 4-year-old cat named Sydney, who was king. So these look like they are the same as I thought maybe I had background pages, but these look like they are the same. We had Sydney for a very long time. Sydney was king. He definitely, nobody came into the yard. In fact, there was a great big dog next door that was, I forget what it is. I think half part Great Dane, part Lab. I don't know. It was a big dog. It came up to my waist. And I didn't mind Ziggy. Ziggy and I got along. He was a very friendly dog. He and I had taken time to get to know each other. But Sydney was allowed on Ziggy's lawn. But if Ziggy set 1 foot on our property, or what we were renting, the house we were renting, Sydney chased him right off. It's like, nope, this is my place. You don't belong here. I obviously have some fussy cutting ahead of me. Oh my God, I don't want to cut any of these up. They're beautiful. They need to make them 8.5 by 11 so that I don't have to cut them. Well, this is obviously a fussy cutting page. And so is the other cover. Although, these would make some nice cards too, but I'll probably cut those up. And the same thing here. These are the exact same thing, but they're just smaller. All right. So this is my next project. I've told you cat stories. We have looked at what we have. I have also pulled out a couple of other papers. Let me grab the other papers that I've pulled out. I have tracing paper. I found this, and when I knew that this one had some pink in it, I actually had already pulled this doily, and then I found this doily, and then I found these little doilies. So I don't know, some doily is going to end up in there. I found a couple of Tim Holtz papers. This one has a lot of pink in it, but I don't know if it's going to fit. We'll see. So I've got those to play with. I have some ledger paper, some music paper, some plain paper. I haven't pulled out any coffee dyed paper yet. Oh my glory. I'm a little overwhelmed. There is a lot here, and I don't know quite how I'm going to start this project. So I'm going to invite you to subscribe and ask for you to hit the like button at this point. And I may be back, and this may be the end of the video. You'll find out in about 3 seconds. So I have been playing a little bit, so I have not made any decisions on the signature, but I did cut a couple of these pages, needed to be cut down to size, and I did fold those, and I haven't quite decided how I'm going to use these yet, but they're all sitting there. This is from the 8x8, and I love that cat. So I think this is going to be one of my signature pages. It'll go in just fine like that. That needs a little work, but then you open it up, and and when you get to here, and then you've got the flowers on the back. So I think that's going to be one of my signature pages. I got that far. I cut up some of the little cards that were in the 8x8. Okay, so these, let me see if I can find, if I'm on numbers right. Yeah. So there's some of the little cards from the 8x8. But on the 12x12, I chose to cut them differently. So this, I'm thinking of sewing in, I'm going to do like a little mini signature and make a little mini journal out of both of these. Now it has the bird on the front, and then the butterfly, and then the kitty cat. So those are going to be little mini journals, one of which may or may not end up inside this journal. I don't know. I'm right at the beginning of making this journal, so I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I do have some things to fussy cut. I need to fussy cut out these little tags. I need to fussy cut the tags. And it's interesting, the tags from this page in the two different sizes were not exactly the same. those tags are the same, but these are not. No, they're not even the same. They're so completely different tags in the two different on the same page, which is great because now it gives me a little bit more option. So I've got those things to cut out. I'm going to put them over here. I'm making a pile of fussy cutting. I have these to fussy cut. I have not pulled the big pages yet to fussy cut. They're still here. So I have these to cut out and those to cut out. I'm curious, are they the same? They are. Okay, so that page is the same. Excellent. All right. And, oh, I didn't pull those yet. I'm not going to pull those yet because I'm not exactly sure how I want to use them. If I want to fussy cut them out or what I want to do. I don't fussy cut circles very well, so we'll see. All right, so that's where I am. This is going to be a big project. I have enough here, obviously, to do more than one journal. And let's get one journal done, and then we'll put things away, because that tends to be the way I really like to work, is I like to create one entire journal and then put all that stuff back in all the extras back in the bin, and then in a little while I'll make another one. I've made 2 time journals, but I don't make them back to back. I made one, I sold it. I made another one, I sold it. So now I have to make another one. So when I get to cutting these out, I will put those in with, and same with that one, I will put those in my time journal collection, which at the moment is just a small envelope. It's not a huge bin yet. So when it outgrows its envelope, it's time to make a journal. All right. Now I will say, please make sure you subscribe, click the like button to let YouTube know that you like them, and click the bell for notifications so you know when the next video comes out. In the meantime, this is Cindy signing off.